really did. Because let me preface this by saying this whole conversation about Creole and blackness really frustrates me because I'm a Creole black woman who happens to have grown up in the North. So I did not grow up in Louisiana, but my family is from Welsh, which is probably about less than 10 miles from Lake Charles, Louisiana. You know what a big bridge is. And I mean, it is so close to the Gulf of Mexico, you can smell the salt in the air. Okay, so let's have this conversation in a real respectful way, because what I'm hearing from mostly black women, which makes me so sad that there are a subset of black women who are trying to gatekeep what it is to be black women. How, Sway? Because anywhere I go, everywhere I go, I am treated, I am living, I am loving as a black woman. Okay? So let me get you a little show and tell. So the one woman I saw, and I did not stitch her video because she was just disrespectful and rude. She was like, well, you know, everybody grandmother is from Louisiana. This is my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother, Josephine Dublashane, right? With my great-grandfather, not my mother, not my father, my great-grandfather, Mr. Harmon, okay? Mr. Harmon married Josephine Dublashane, and when he married Josephine Dublashane, the town crier, that's how old we talking about, the town crier said, Mr. Harmon done brought home a white woman, he gonna be hanged for sure. Did she pass? Could she? Probably. But did she? No. You know why? Because the white folks know blackness. We have still not figured it out. Okay, prime example. Again, this is the same, this is my old mom, Josephine, old mom, and that's my dad back there. I don't remember when this was taken. This was probably taken in the early 60s or mid 60s when they were kids. This was taken down in the farm that my family owned in Louisiana before Katrina. Okay, so I say this as nicely as possible. You don't get to tell me how black I am because of my skin color. You don't get to tell me that I'm not black because of my skin color. So what I'm hearing is, because you can't pass, you mad that she could. She's not living her experience as a white woman. She's living her experience as a black woman. She is moving through the world as a black Creole woman. She is not, she says she's Creole. She does not say she's Cajun. Cajun, to my knowledge and from my understanding, is what we consider white. So I'm really unclear about the fact that folks now have this wide variety of information and wide access to see different folks within the diaspora who are from the lightest lights to the darkest darks. I have a niece, my cousin's daughter, so my little cousin, fair skinned. I mean, she could pass as white, but she's being raised by a mixed race black woman and being raised as a black woman, and gets teased and gets made fun of. I got teased. I got made fun of. I was called a white girl because I was the fairest thing in my all black neighborhood. And both of my parents are black. My dad is Creole. My mom, her family is Native American, Seminole, not to be exact. My great grandfather on my mother's side was full-blooded Seminole Indian. Blonde hair, blue eyes. And he would make jokes like, I'm finna go be white for a while. He would go to saloons where he could walk in and be a white man, right? Because they didn't know any different. But in the diaspora, we're having this conversation about pecking order based on skin color. And so I implore you to go find a book called Color Complex. It's a book that I read when I was in middle school. It's by Dr. Catherine. I can't remember Catherine's last name. It's a couple different authors. It's been revised. I really think we need to have an educated conversation about what that complex looks like. People are talking about, you know, featureism and texturism, and I've had all of those conversations and I don't love it. And at the year of our Lord 2024, we need to try and knock it off. I hope that helps.